So focus more on being consistent on 2 platforms than being inconsistent on 5. Okay? Just start to get consistent and watch the magic happen. 90 to 120 days, you will reach, I always say, that tipping point where suddenly instead of you chasing people, people will start to get attracted to you. You don't want to be the honeybee going flower to flower. You want to be the flower outside which the queue of honeybees sits. Hello, my lovely divine divas. I really hope you're getting closer and closer to truly understanding how marketing is supposed to be looked at, and how actually, if you start to enjoy it, what a fun thing it can be. Educating people with passion around your own work, I think, can be one of the most exciting things if you truly in your heart believe that you are being of service to this world. Today, I want to move into explaining a little bit about social media to you. Now, I'm not going to go into any of the technical bits, but for you to just understand and choose which are going to be your platforms of putting content. Okay, I want to start with you having to create videos around your products or around educating people on your products. So the best platform for videos is YouTube. So any sort of video creation on YouTube, ideally they say the longer the video, the better. YouTube measures your success through the amount of time someone is spending on your video. Okay, so if you have like 10 2-minute videos and somebody has seen all 20 minutes of those 10 videos, is not as good as one person having a 30-minute video and somebody watching that whole thing. So can you see how the measurement on YouTube happens? So longer videos, deeper videos are better. So unlike other platforms where I will put stuff like, one great secret sauce to success, on YouTube, I'd rather do the 10 secrets to your success, okay? And I'll go through all the points. I won't divide the videos. So it's best to create one solid content on YouTube. Even once a week is good enough, but solid, okay? Then moving to Facebook. Now, Facebook, as I've already mentioned to you, is far more, cosmopolitan. It's got a lot of mixture of everything. Because it was one of the original platforms, it allows videos, it allows blogging, it allows short posts, it allows just pictorial so you can have a lot of fun with Facebook. Okay, you can decide your style and start to post. I love to do my blogs on Facebook. That's something I personally enjoy. So it can be on your website and your Facebook account. So whatever you speak in the video, you can actually marry it, and you can ask someone to create written content for you, or you can do this yourself from the video that you've created for YouTube. Okay, so that becomes your blog, or that becomes your little lengthy post. Always remember to add a picture to your posts on Facebook. It changes the amount of likes and comments you get. So you always want to have a reference picture, whether yours is ideally the best, you or your product. But if not, even a general picture is fine, but picture is a must. Okay, I've felt over my years of experience that combination works the best. And then let's talk about Instagram. Instagram in specific is a visual medium. Okay, it's lesser words, more around what you're posting. So quotations do really well on Instagram. Now they've started something called Reel. They have something called Story, which is also now got combined with Facebook. But in Instagram, those are the original. The story concept, the Reel concept, the pictorial, you can even create these beautiful grids. So Instagram is all about aesthetics. How good looking you can make your product, how good looking can you make your quotation. So work on your aesthetics if you're working basically on Insta. If that's what you're working on, creating more followers on Insta, make sure that you spend money on getting your visuals beautifully done. The more you can work on that, the more your following will sing. Of course, not to forget, hashtags also started there. So do use hashtags for your posts. I recommend put it in the comment box. All your hashtags, don't need to put everything, maybe 2-3 along with your main post. But you know what, even if you just put in the comment box the hashtags, it works perfectly fine. So you can work on your Insta account. Insta account these days to me is one of the most important, because majority of influencers either live on YouTube or on Insta. Okay, so I hope you've got the clarity on that. Of course, if you are a professional of any sorts, LinkedIn today is extremely important and doing really well. So if you are looking at serving business people, entrepreneurs, job employees, so any that sort of, you know, the career side, then please definitely have a LinkedIn account and create a very professional looking blog as well as a professional looking photos. What does that mean? This is where you go all corporate, you know. I'm someone who's very on Instagram. You can be very real, very vulnerable, very authentic about who you are. On LinkedIn, you present your more professional side. Okay, Twitter of course exists. I'm not too active on Twitter, but if you already have a following, then don't leave it. If you are going to start from scratch, I would say don't bother. Okay, Twitter is great for people who are the early adopters. If you're one of those early adopters and you've created a following already, fabulous. Those, you know, I think they've even removed the number of characters you could put. Now you can put as much as you like. But it's not right now the most happening place. Just the way Pinterest is again fabulous for, you know, people who are doing interiors, or again very visually, very aesthetically done platform. But it's to me the second sister of Instagram. If you're doing well on Instagram, you don't need to go there. But if Pinterest is something you are continuously using and personally absorbing, and you understand Pinterest and its fabulousness in terms of visuals, then I'd love for you to also, whatever you're putting on Insta, no harm in putting on Pinterest also. So all of these together, one of my teachers calls it circular virality. What is this? It basically means, Pooja, which one? You must be asking. What I recommend is any one or two to begin with, and eventually all if possible. Every single site has its own followers, okay? Some people will come to your website. Let me add that to this whole list. Podcasts are doing fabulously well these days. So, you know, it's a combination. Now, do I want you to start with everything right from day one? Absolutely not. I would recommend master one or two. Let that become easy for you and add a third. Let that become easy. You know, when you do 90 days of any one platform, you will start to find it easier and easier. I've been making videos now for the last 20, I think we're on our 28th day or something, another 2 days and we finish this month. The videos have kept on getting easier for me with every year passing, right? So now videos is a comfortable medium for me. Till it doesn't get comfortable, it feels very, it feels like a lot of work. So whichever medium is feeling like a lot of work, you need to work longer on that till it becomes a new natural, and then move to adding whatever else you want to add. I don't want you to think that I need to do everything. You will get overwhelmed. I want you to think, okay, these are the 2 things I'm going to do now, then these 2 things, then these 2 things. Like that, I'm going to enjoy posting this and this. So I'm going to alternate between. We've already discussed how you can, you know, create different kinds of posts in the content calendar. One day it can be quotation, one day it can be Q&A, one day it can be humor, one day it can be your product, one day it can be some sort of challenge, one day it can be some sort of an interview. So ideas, there are many. But the thing is, can you run a series? You know, can you run 12 of those? Because that's what will make people keep coming back. If they enjoy some part of your content, they'll keep coming back. So that's how I want you to start to look at this whole picture. I really hope I've been able to give you at least a slight amount of clarity on what each of the platforms stand for. And today in the comments below, I want you to tell me which are going to be your priority 1 platform and priority 2 platform, okay? Which are the 2 platforms you are willing to build, which you feel are exactly the right fit for your product. Just having to make that decision is so important. I remember I was watching Ariana Huffington. This is the lady who does the Huffington Post, her interview, and she said not only is it important for us to know what we want, it's very important for us to know what we drop. She said, I've been wanting to learn Spanish for the last 4 years, and now I started to treat it like a frog on my back. No matter what I do, I feel like that heaviness on my shoulders because the frog is on my back. She said 1 year came when I said, you know what, I'm not going to learn Spanish. And that was also something that she felt like, she said, as I cut it out, I felt so guilty, but I also knew that I'm doing myself a massive favor. Same way I want you to think about your own journey. Yes, of course, the best thing would be if you did all of it. I would love to add podcasts and add many other things to my whole picture. But you know what? I'm going to give myself time. I'm going to grow into everything, but with time. The same thing I want you to do for yourself. Grow into everything, but give yourself time, because nothing is better than consistency in social media. Haven't we understood that over the last couple of videos or so many videos we have, right? So focus more on being consistent on 2 platforms than being inconsistent on 5. Okay, just start to get consistent and watch the magic happen. 90 to 120 days you will reach, I always say, that tipping point where suddenly instead of you chasing people will start to get attracted to you, and you want that impact to happen. I especially say that for women. You've heard me say this many times. You don't want to be the honeybee going flower to flower. You want to be the flower outside which the queue of honeybees sits, right? So all the very best. Become the most beautiful flower with the sweetest nectar and watch what happens to your business and to your income.